Have you ever wondered how some people manage to completely transform their lives, as if they had access to an invisible power? What if I told you that you too possess this God-given power to manifest whatever you desire? In this video, we will explore how to activate the divine power that is already within you and use it to manifest the life of your dreams. We will reveal the keys to accessing this powerful force, guiding you step by step to transform your desires into reality. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. Within each human being, there is an extraordinary potential, a latent power that often remains dormant. This power is not something we need to seek externally, but rather something that is already part of who we are. Ernest Holmes teaches that the human being is a direct expression of a divine force that permeates the entire universe, and this force enables us to shape our reality. The key to accessing this power is awareness of its existence and a willingness to awaken it in our everyday lives. Many people go through life feeling powerless in the face of their circumstances, believing that their destiny is predetermined or completely out of their control. However, each of us carries within us an infinite source of potential, a divine spark that can transform any situation, as long as we know how to use it. This recognition is the first step towards a fuller and more fulfilled life. Awakening this inner power requires more than just desire. We must cultivate an ongoing awareness that we are more than our physical bodies, more than the apparent limitations of the mind. This divine power is the essence that connects all aspects of our existence, and as we become aware of it, we begin to uncover the true purpose of our lives. Recognizing inner power is the starting point for any personal transformation. It is not an ability reserved for a few, but an inherent right for everyone. This power is an intrinsic part of human nature itself. What prevents it from manifesting fully is the lack of awareness of its presence and the disconnection with the divine that exists within each of us. Once we accept the existence of this inner power, the next step is to learn how to use it. This begins with the belief that we are co-creators of our reality, and that our actions, thoughts, and feelings play a fundamental role in manifesting our experiences. From this understanding, we can begin to direct this power consciously. Life can be profoundly transformed when we begin to see challenges and obstacles as opportunities for growth. Instead of letting ourselves be overcome by adversity, we can use divine power to transmute our difficulties into achievements. This change in perspective takes us to a state of greater control over our destiny, where we are no longer victims of circumstances, but protagonists of our story. Ernest Holmes proposes that the universe is permeated by a cosmic energy, a divine power that is present in all things and, most importantly, in each of us. This power is not something abstract or distant, but an active and accessible force, capable of transforming anyone's life. He believes that this cosmic energy is the very foundation of reality, and by understanding our connection to it, we can use it to manifest our desires and overcome any obstacle. This energy is neutral, responding directly to our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. This means that we are responsible for how this force manifests in our lives. If we cultivate thoughts of trust, faith, and positivity, we are in harmony with this divine power, and it expresses itself constructively in our reality. On the other hand, thoughts of doubt and negativity can block the flow of this energy, making it difficult to achieve our desires. Each human being is an extension of this universal energy, a reflection of the divine mind that governs the cosmos. Just as each wave is part of the ocean, we are also part of this cosmic intelligence. The difference is that, as conscious beings, we can use this power deliberately to shape our lives according to our deepest aspirations. This cosmic energy does not act alone. It is activated and directed by our mind, mainly by the way we think and believe. This highlights the importance of cultivating a healthy mindset, where trust in divine power and the conviction that we can change our reality are fundamental. It's as if we have the power to activate universal laws, aligning our intentions with the natural flow of the universe. What makes this concept so powerful is that it does not depend on external factors. Regardless of the circumstances, we can always access this power as it resides within us. This puts us in a position of power and responsibility. We are co-creators of our reality, and the universe responds to what we project through our thoughts and feelings. This opens up a world of possibilities, where nothing is impossible for those who understand and apply these laws. The practical application of this concept begins with changing your mindset. We must abandon the idea that we are victims of circumstances and embrace the belief that we have the power to shape our lives. This is the basis of all transformation. When we recognize that we have access to infinite strength, we begin to live with a new confidence, knowing that we have the power to overcome any challenge. The switch metaphor used by Ernest Holmes is a simple way to illustrate how divine power is always available to us. Just as a light switch remains inactive until someone turns it, divine power also remains latent until we decide to consciously use it. Power itself is never absent, but its manifestation depends on our initiative, that is, on our ability to turn it on through our thoughts and beliefs. When we realize that we have the ability to access and direct this power, we realize that the key to illuminating and transforming our lives is within our reach at all times. The mind switch works when we align our thoughts with the intention of bringing light to our situations. Holmes suggests that by flipping this switch, we are actually activating the universal laws that govern our reality, allowing divine energy to flow through us and toward that which we desire to manifest. The switch metaphor also highlights the simplicity of this process. There is no need for excessive effort, complex rituals, or special conditions to access divine power. All it takes is a conscious decision to use what we already have: our mind, our intention, and our beliefs. In the same way that we press a button to turn on a light bulb, we can change our mental state and thus alter the conditions of our lives, bringing more clarity, understanding, and solutions to the challenges we face. Often, what prevents us from accessing this power is a lack of knowledge or the mistaken belief that we need something external to save us or solve our problems. The switch metaphor serves to remind us that we are not helpless. The source of power already exists within us, and what we need to do is simply give the correct mental command for it to manifest itself in an effective and productive way. This understanding leads us to the realization that we are responsible for the use of the power that is in our hands. Just as a house can remain in darkness until someone flips the switch, our lives can feel limited or directionless until we decide to take control and unleash the divine power that resides within us. This responsibility brings with it a profound sense of freedom, as it frees us from the feeling of powerlessness and passivity in the face of external circumstances. By understanding that this power is as accessible as a light bulb switch, we can observe how our own choices influence the reality around us. Every thought, every decision, and every belief act like little clicks, activating or blocking the flow of divine energy in our lives. With this, he teaches us that, by cultivating a conscious and positive mindset, we are continually turning on the light in different areas of our lives, allowing divine power to manifest in an expansive way. This process, however, is not something we do once. Just as we need to turn the light on and off repeatedly in our daily routine, activating divine power is a constant practice. We must remain aware daily of our choices and our thoughts to ensure that we are constantly paving the way for the manifestation of our desires. Constancy in this process is what allows us to live fully and aligned with universal forces. Many people feel that they are at the mercy of circumstances, believing that their destinies are determined by external factors that are beyond their control. This perception can lead to feelings of helplessness, frustration, and even despair, especially when faced with difficult situations. However, there is a divine power within each of us that allows us to take control of our reality. This power puts us in a position of strength rather than weakness, allowing us to shape the experiences we live. What we lack most of the time is the conscious awareness of this power. We are so used to reacting to events around us that we forget that we have the ability to directly influence them. Through thought, intention, and connecting with divine energy, we can begin to see situations in a new light, opening doors to creative solutions and opportunities that previously seemed impossible. This changes the way we face challenges, moving from a victim mentality to that of a creator of our own reality. When we understand that this power is always available within us, our relationship with problems changes completely. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by obstacles, we start to see them as opportunities to exercise our control over reality. It is precisely in these moments of difficulty that we can test our ability to activate divine power. By adjusting our thoughts and beliefs, we can change our perspective, which helps us find solutions and see new possibilities where there were only barriers before. This control, however, is not about selfishly dominating the external world or manipulating situations in our favor. True control comes from harmony with universal laws and the divine mind that permeates the cosmos. When we align our thoughts with these principles, we begin to operate in tune with the natural flow of life, which allows us to influence our reality in a positive and constructive way. Thus, the control we seek is not forced, but rather fluid and in accordance with the greater good. The change in perception begins within us. We cannot control everything that happens in the external world, but we can control how we react to these events. This is the true essence of control, an internal change that, in turn, alters the way we experience the external world. When we accept that divine power is within us, and that we have the ability to shape our lives from our thoughts, the feeling of helplessness disappears, giving way to renewed confidence in our potential. This perception of control does not mean that we will never face challenges or difficulties. On the contrary, they are part of the process of growth and transformation. However, by using divine power to guide us through adversity, we gain a new outlook on life. Each challenge can be seen as an opportunity to strengthen our connection with the divine and expand our understanding of how the universe works. Ernest Holmes describes the existence of a single divine mind, a universal intelligence that permeates the entire cosmos and connects all beings. According to him, this divine mind is the foundation of all creation, the active principle that shapes reality and directs the evolution of the universe. Although invisible, its presence is constant, just like the gravity that governs the movement of bodies in space. We are all connected to this mind, and it is from this connection that we are able to access wisdom, creativity, and spiritual power. This divine mind is not limited by time or space, nor restricted to specific individuals. It is present in everything and everyone, continually flowing through every living being, every particle of matter. However, despite being always present, it only manifests itself consciously when we intentionally connect to it. By recognizing our relationship with this universal mind, we have the opportunity to tune in to an infinite source of inspiration and guidance. One of the keys to accessing the divine mind is realizing that our own mind is an extension of it. Although our individual minds appear separate, in reality, they are like fragments of a vast ocean of consciousness. Connecting with the divine mind offers us not only a sense of belonging, but also the understanding that we can attract to ourselves all the knowledge and power we need to overcome any challenge. The divine mind acts as a kind of channel through which the creative energy of the universe flows. When we align our minds with this awareness, we become co-creators of our reality. It's not just a matter of receiving answers or solutions, but of actively participating in the creation process. We are able to shape the world into our own as we learn to think constructively, positively, and guided by the wisdom of this greater mind. An important aspect of this universal mind is that it operates according to spiritual laws that are immutable. Just as physical laws govern the material world, spiritual laws regulate creation and manifestation at the deepest level. The divine mind, by operating through these laws, ensures that order and harmony prevail in the universe. When we align ourselves with these spiritual laws, such as the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, among others, we begin to live in a more conscious and fluid way, allowing divine power to fully manifest itself in our lives. This connection to divine mind also gives us access to a source of inner guidance. Instead of looking for answers in the outside world, we learn to trust our intuition and the inspirations that emerge from within us. When we are connected to this greater mind, our intuition becomes a valuable instrument, guiding us to the right decisions and actions in all areas of life. This guidance helps us avoid mistakes and find the path of least resistance to accomplish our goals. Our minds are individual expressions of a greater whole, a single universal consciousness. Ernest Holmes compares our relationship with this power to waves in the ocean. Although the waves appear distinct from each other, they are all part of the same body of water. Likewise, we are unique manifestations of a cosmic mind, but at the same time, we are intrinsically connected to it and to each other. Understanding this connection is fundamental to accessing divine power and using it to transform our lives. When we recognize that our individual mind is part of this universal consciousness, we gain access to an unlimited source of wisdom and creativity. Instead of relying solely on our limited ability to solve problems, we can open ourselves to ideas and solutions that arise directly from this deeper connection. The more we consciously connect with this power, the more we become able to overcome challenges and achieve our goals in a fluid and natural way. The connection with universal power also brings us a sense of belonging. People often feel isolated or disconnected from the world around them, as if their struggles are solely theirs. However, by aligning ourselves with this cosmic mind, we understand that we are part of a larger network where everything is interconnected. This perception gives us strength to face life's difficulties, knowing that we are not alone and that we can count on the support of this greater power that works in harmony with us. This connection with universal power requires conscious effort. The practice of meditation, reflection, and visualization are ways to strengthen this connection and allow the flow of cosmic energy to circulate freely through us. By clearing our mind of limiting thoughts and opening ourselves to the divine mind, we allow this energy to manifest in our lives in a positive and constructive way. Another central point is that, by connecting with universal power, we begin to live in accordance with the spiritual laws that govern the cosmos. These laws, like the law of attraction and the law of giving and receiving, operate on a deep level, influencing everything that happens in the universe. When we are in tune with these laws, we become co-creators of our reality. Holmes believes that by working in harmony with these forces, we can manifest our intentions and desires more efficiently. Awareness of this connection brings us inner clarity about our purpose. As we access the divine mind, we begin to realize that life has a greater direction, and our role in it becomes clearer. From this understanding, we make decisions that are more aligned with our purpose, which leads us to a fuller and more meaningful life. Connecting with universal power not only empowers us to create, but also guides us on the journey to personal and spiritual fulfillment. The practical application of divine power begins with aligning our thoughts and beliefs with universal wisdom. This process involves a mental transformation where we abandon limiting beliefs and adopt a mindset of infinite possibilities. The first step is the awareness that our thoughts are creative. Everything we think, feel, and believe shapes our reality. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate positive thoughts, focused on solutions, not problems. To put this practice into action, it is important to develop a routine of connecting with divine power. This can be done through practices such as meditation, creative visualization, and positive affirmations. Meditation allows us to quiet the mind and align with the divine mind, while visualization helps us maintain a clear picture of what we want to manifest. Affirmations are powerful in reprogramming our mind and replacing limiting beliefs with convictions that are in harmony with our intention. Another essential aspect of practical application is staying focused on the present. We often get carried away by regrets about the past or worries about the future, which blocks the flow of divine energy in our lives. Divine power can only be activated in the present, as it is in the here and now that we have control over our thoughts and actions. Keeping our mind present allows us to channel cosmic energy more effectively and create the changes we desire. Furthermore, practicing daily gratitude is essential. Being grateful for what we already have, and even for what is yet to come, puts us in a vibration of receptivity, attracting more things to be grateful for. Gratitude is a way of recognizing the presence of divine power in our lives, which further strengthens our connection with it. Gratitude keeps us in a state of abundance, which makes it easier to manifest our desires. It's also crucial to learn to trust your intuition. When we are connected with the divine mind, we receive insights and inspirations that can guide us in the right direction. These insights often emerge subtly, so it's important to be aware of them and trust the ideas that seem to come out of nowhere. Intuition is one of the ways the divine mind communicates with us, and following its guidance can lead us to creative and unexpected solutions to our problems. In addition to cultivating spiritual thoughts and practices, it is necessary to act in accordance with this wisdom. It is not enough to visualize or affirm what we want. We need to take concrete actions that are aligned with our desires. Action is the bridge that transforms intention into reality. Therefore, in addition to changing our mindset, we must be willing to act, taking advantage of the opportunities that arise and trusting the process. Seeing problems as opportunities for growth is one of the most transformative lessons. The way we perceive life's challenges determines our ability to overcome them and use them as springboards for personal development. When we look at difficulties with a new perspective, we realize that they are not insurmountable obstacles, but rather means to help us expand our consciousness and strengthen our connection with divine power. The key to this shift in perspective lies in understanding that everything in the universe operates according to spiritual laws, and these laws are always working for our good. Even the most difficult situations carry valuable lessons and opportunities for transformation, if we are willing to see them that way. Changing our mindset from seeing problems as adversities to seeing them as opportunities puts us in tune with these laws, allowing divine power to guide us towards solutions and growth. A common example is when we face obstacles in our goals. Instead of despairing or giving up, we should ask, what can I learn from this? How can this situation strengthen me or prepare me for something greater? This stance enables us to move away from the role of victims of circumstances and places us in the role of protagonists, with the ability to shape our destiny. By embracing this mindset, we open space for intuition, new ideas, and creative solutions that were previously beyond our perception. Changing perspective also helps us let go of fear and resistance, emotions that often block the flow of creative energy in our lives. When we resist a situation, we only focus on the negative aspects, which amplifies the problem. But as we shift our perspective to one of acceptance and learning, we begin to see situations in a more balanced way. This attitude allows divine power to flow freely, transforming what seemed like an obstacle into an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. Another important aspect of this change in perspective is understanding that external circumstances do not define our internal reality. Our true source of power and security comes not from the outside world, but from our connection with the divine mind. This means that even when we face challenges, we can maintain a sense of inner peace and confidence, knowing that divine power is always working on our behalf. From this trust, the way we see and react to challenges changes completely. This new perspective helps us see beyond immediate limitations. When we face a problem, we are often so involved in it that we lose sight of the bigger picture. Connecting with divine power allows us to elevate our perspective, see the situation more clearly, and see possibilities that were previously hidden. This expanded vision enables us to make wiser decisions and act more efficiently, always aligned with our greater purpose. The journey of manifesting a full life through divine power is not a process that occurs instantly. This transformation is gradual, happening through small changes in mindset and practice over time. The power to shape our reality already exists within us, but the real challenge is maintaining a daily commitment to consciously connecting to this force, allowing it to manifest consistently in our lives. Each step taken on this journey brings with it new revelations and profound growth. Each day, as we engage in the practices of meditation, visualization, gratitude, and intuition, we strengthen our ability to utilize divine power more effectively. This journey never ends, as there are always new layers of consciousness to be discovered and new levels of manifestation to be achieved. Thus, the search for self-knowledge and connection with the divine is continuous, offering constant opportunities to evolve. Along this journey, we will face challenges and moments of doubt. However, these challenges should not be seen as setbacks, but as part of the growth process. Every difficulty that arises is an opportunity to apply the lessons we are learning, strengthening our faith in divine power and improving our ability to use it. Personal transformation does not occur linearly. It involves ups and downs, but each obstacle overcome brings us even closer to the fulfillment we seek. It is essential to remember that the journey is individual and unique to each person. There is no single path or method to access divine power. Everyone must find the practices that best resonate with their own inner truth. The important thing is to keep an open mind and be willing to explore different ways of connecting with the divine, knowing that the process of personal discovery is an essential part of this journey. Daily practice is what keeps progress constant. By incorporating habits like positive affirmations, keeping your mind present, and trusting your intuition, we begin to see changes in all areas of life. Every small victory, whether in a solved problem or a new opportunity, shows us that divine power is truly working through us. This reinforces our confidence and motivates us to continue, knowing that we are on the right path.